In this video, we'll be making this 3D text animation. So we are starting with a blank project. Let's change the font size to 160 pixels. Font family to Poppins. And font weight as medium. Let's also change the background color to some dark shade. And text color to white. This is developer. Now select this div and change the layout to column layout. Center it vertically and change the height to 100 VH. Okay, let's also add a padding of on left side of 100 pixels. This is looking fine. Now go to this text, go in the props tab, add a class selector. So class selector is basically a kind of a label to that element, kind of a name. So let's add it. After that, go to animation section, create a new timeline, go to the timeline, and as you can see right now the timeline is empty, so we add a animation. Select the target as text 1. So the default duration of any animation is 0.5 seconds. So in the animation section there are two tabs, from and to. So from defines the from state of the animation and to defines the to state. If you don't define any to state, so the default state will be taken as the to state, and same from if you don't define from, then the default state will be taken as from state. So I go to the from, and we need to create a animation such that this developer is coming from the bottom plane. So we rotate it by 90 degrees and to define the from state, and translate it to 100 pixels. So this is the current animation. Okay, now we had a plugin called split text. So what split text does is that it splits the whole text into single characters. So as I hover each of the characters, text is created. So right now the split mode is characters, so you can also split by words, but right now I'm splitting by characters. So if I replay the animation, right now nothing is happening, but if you add a stagger of 0.1 seconds, so we see the magic happen. So what stagger basically does is that it adds a gap in between the animations to which the animation is applied. So when I play it, you can see each of the characters is appearing one after another. So let's create another animation to make it go to the plane above the current face. So we in animation 2 we add target as text 1, again split text again, and this time we go to the 2 tab and rotate it by 90 degree again and send it to minus 100 pixels. Okay, and again add stagger of 0.1 seconds. So right now you can see the animation for developer is done. It comes and it goes there. After that, let's add a couple of more text. So let's make it designer and freelancer. Let's go to the style tab and change this freelancer's color to yellowish. Yeah. Now what we do is go to the text and add class labels to these two texts as well, text 2 and text 3. Now we need all these three texts on over each other. So we go to text 1 style and change its position to absolute so that it takes no space, and go to text 2 and change it to absolute. So all of them are overlapping over each other right now. Now let's go to animation, timeline 1. Now we have created two animations for developer keyword. Now we need the same two animations for designer and freelancer. So we go to animation 1 and duplicate it, change the target to text 2, go to animation 2 and again duplicate it. So animation 4 is created, 3 and 4 are created. Change the target to text 2 again go to animation 1, duplicate, change the target to text 3 and go to animation 2, duplicate, change the target to text 3 again. Okay, so let's reload. So developer comes, it goes, designer comes and goes, freelancer comes and it goes. So there is a gap in between each of the animation happening, right? There is a gap between a blank screen when the developer goes and designer is yet to come. So we need to shift this animation over here so it seems more natural, that it appears like those are two faces of a cuboid. So we go to animation 3 and change its reference to start of previous animation. So what it does is it shifts it to start of the previous animation, and go to A5 as well and change it to start of previous animation. So this is the current animation. When we refresh it, actually they are sticking little too much to each other. So we go to A3 again, add a delay of 0.1 second to the reference and go to A5, add a delay of 0.1 second. Yeah, so let's refresh. Developer comes. Now the animation is looking awesome, but the animation is only playing for once. So you just tick the loop and it will happen infinitely now. So that's how you create an amazing animation, textual animation, 3D animation, whatever you want to call it, in Palet. Go check out Palet and subscribe for more tutorials.